Right, since it is storming outside, I figured I'd come down here and plant some of the seeds I need to get done. I need to do my bell peppers and cayenne peppers. I figured I'd bring you guys along and show you how I was going to do that. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed my seedling tray. That's my dog. Her name's Olive. She's a little nosy. But I think that what I'm going to do is try to plant 4 of each plant. So I'm going to do 4 bell peppers and then 4 of the cayenne peppers. I think that I'm just going to do like 4 here, 4 here. The soil that I'm using, I'm just using like a basic Miracle Grow. I like Miracle Grow. I like how, I don't know, every time I put any of my plants in Miracle Grow, they have definitely not disappointed. So I put all my garlic out there in Miracle Grow, and they sprouted up like a weed. It was ridiculous. I've never planted garlic before, so I'm not sure if that's like, I'm not sure if that's a normal thing or if it's just something that because I used Miracle Grow, it was able to shoot up like that. But I'm just gonna fill these last little bits here. So that'll be 4 and 4. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to label these. I know that these 2 rows here are celery, and then this little like blotch here is lavender. I think I was just gonna like draw or like write it down maybe. But I'm gonna grab some water. I have little mason jars full of water over here. Since we're downstairs in our like basement, I don't have any water down here, so I've just been storing it in these little jars. I'm gonna go ahead and water these, and then last time when I did this, I like refilled before I planted the seeds, and this time I think that I'm gonna put the seeds in and then put more soil on top, just so that way I'm not like digging through a bunch of soil. But these are the bell pepper seeds I got. I got these from Lowe's, the Fairy Morse sweet bell pepper seeds. These are the only people around me right now that had a bunch of seeds out. Tractor Supply normally doesn't have their seeds out till like the spring here, and I'm not exactly sure why, because I got a lot of herbs from them last year, and I like all of them need to be grown inside way after I had bought them. So I was like, how was I supposed to start these inside if I can't even buy them yet? That's okay. Happens to the best of us. So I think I'm going to do the top 4 are going to be my bell pepper. And then I'm going to do the bottom 4 as cayenne peppers. My plan, ooh, these are nice size, not teeny tiny like the other ones. So my plan is to put my bell peppers outside in 5-gallon buckets. And then I think with the cayenne peppers, I'm just going to get like 1 or 2 plants going. And I'm going to put them in like a pot and just kind of ride with that for a while. I'm not exactly sure how much I'll use cayenne peppers, so I really don't want them to take up a whole bunch of space. I just figured they could be good additions to things. Like if I make salsa or if I make like pepper vinegars, anything like that. My Meemaw really likes pepper vinegar, so I'm trying to learn like a good recipe for that. The bell pepper plants, I think that I'm going to, and these are hard to get off your finger. I think that I'm going to do like maybe like 2 or 3 plants, however many sprout. I'm trying to plant a little bit extra than what I want, but I also, like, I was thinking about it after I planted the celery, and I was like, if half of those sprout, I feel like that'd be a lot of celery. So I'm trying to think about how many plants I actually want versus how many I will use, and then how many would sprout. So if like half of my bell pepper sprout, then I'll still have 2 plants, which will be fine. Especially because this is my first year doing everything. I really don't expect super crazy results. Like I said before, I've never started seeds inside, but I've never actually tried to grow a proper garden. I've only ever done like random flower pots or random herbs. That's the bell peppers done. So that's pretty neat. Next, I got to do the cayenne peppers. I kind of have all my seeds organized. So like over there, I think they're just out of frame. I have my squashes, cucumbers, and then in the middle I have herbs. And then the far right's just vegetables, which there's a lot more of those than there's anything else. Kind of went a little crazy. After I bought all these seeds, I was like, man, I really set myself up for high expectations. Like, I went and bought $60 worth of seeds, I think, maybe 70 for my first time gardening. And I was like, go big or go home. But also, I really hope this goes well, because if not, that's a lot of money that I spent. I like that these seeds are bigger, though. That's nice. All the little herbs and like celery and lavender that I was planting, I felt like they were microscopic. It was so difficult. I'm pretty sure I put like 8 seeds per square when it told me to only put 2 or 3. Like, how do you expect me to only do 2 or 3 when I can barely see the seed itself? But I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, it'll either be fine or it won't be, but hoping for the best. This would be... God, get off my finger. One problem with this Miracle Grow is like it's got like big chunks of mulch and stuff in it, which I know that's good to have like material in it so it'll break down, but I have to like pick the chunks out of the pots that I'm doing. But here we go. That was that. That did not take very long at all. But now we're just going to water all of that. Listen, I recently got into canning, and if you don't want to have 1,000 mason jars, don't do it. Because I haven't even got super heavy into canning. I've been canning like little amounts of time so that way I can get used to it. I have a problem with not being able to keep my pressure consistent. I think my oven is the problem, or my stovetop, not my oven. But I just go to the store now. I'm like, ooh, cans, and or jars, and I buy like a flat of jars every time I go to Tractor Supply. And I love Tractor Supply, so I don't want to like not go there. But then I can't resist buying mason jars, and it's a problem. It's kind of an expensive problem. That's done. Now I need to put the lid on. This lid is very wet and very like, I put a heat mat because it gets really cold in here underneath my seeds, and it's made this very flimsy. So hopefully that's not a problem. But now I'm just going to stick them underneath the rack. And my light turns on automatically at like 9 o'clock, I think. So I'll just let that do its thing. So yeah, that's that. That's my seeds planted. Hopefully here soon I will know. I think it's been about a week since I planted my lavender and celery. So I'm hoping here soon, maybe next week, I'll start seeing little seedlings or something popping up. I still have a couple more plants that need to get planted in there, but they don't get planted till a later date. Everything written out and planned that I need to get done. I think from here on out, every single week, I have to plant seeds in there to get them started. So every week, I will be checking in on them and adding more. So